Miotto. Miotto, it's a Miotto. Miotto.
I am indeed the cool Bob gun.
Yes.
I'm glad I have a mute button on you at this point, DJ.
Miotto.
I wouldn't have one of those if I was upstairs with you.
Yes. Hey, Bob?
Yes.
Share the post. Why could it not be posted to my wall?
Oh no. Apparently, I've got gravity by my computer. Sharing the post. Actually, I have to find the share the post thing. If I have post, I bet everybody use it.
My earbuds don't have a microphone on them, so can you still hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see how far I get in this podcast.
I don't understand. Why is nothing working tonight?
I got off
fuck
too
you,
early.
Facebook. Fuck you in the fucking ass.
Fucking the giant salty cactus.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Come here, kitty. Come here.
I swear she was just down here.
Now she's with the one she loves.
Uh-huh.
My kitty.
I am not seeing your post.
Yeah, Facebook can go fuck itself tonight, all right? So can Google Plus because they're fucking bullshit.
Is there an app for that?
If there was, you'd have to authorize it. It would tell you to go fuck yourself, and then it
Go
would
fuck it thyself.
That's right. You know what, Bob?
Yes.
This is the beginning of the show. I don't fucking care. You know what? We're starting. No. Well, you know what? Roll goddamn credits. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, we're started. Welcome to the greatest show online, where tonight is all complete bullshit. This is episode 16. That's shit and 16 put together. Even though Bob and I are too awesome to be shitty.
Very clever.
Yes.
I can be shitty whenever I want to. That's how awesome I am.
Yeah, fuck you too. We also have Trisha walking her 3K on the damn whatchamacallit now, too.
That's right, it's a 3M.
3M.
Uh-huh. Right now it's a .104M.
If you did 2 of those, you'd have 6 M&Ms.
What color would they be?
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready to take my shirt off and my pants off and just kick back and say, you know what? I need to be naked this episode.
I thought that was on a different show that we did.
Hey, did you see the beard coming in? Beardpocalypse 2013?
Yeah.
Very nice. Yours is wait, let me pop you up here. Yours is looking pretty too there, Bob. Although yours looks smaller than last week's.
It looks what?
Did you shave?
No.
Are you sure?
No. I'm positive. I don't like.
Didn't you have like a ZZ Top beard going on by now? I mean, that's
Maybe
that's
you
like a
should
week.
sleep shave.
Oh my
so
gosh.
You don't know it.
I hope not. But no, my mop and my face here, my mop and mug, is all like kind of growing at the same speed.
So did it slow down? Because I remember you could have had a ZZ Top beard if you didn't shave that morning, you would have one by the afternoon.
Well, I was running really fast, so that like.
Maybe his
affected
body
my
is working
speed.
on growing hair in too many places at once, so it's all just kind of slowing down in general.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, that's what it is.
Did I just say
I think
snap?
that's DJ's problem too. It's concentrating way too hard on your back and not hard enough on your head.
Yeah, actually, the same day that I shaved my head and face, my back hair grew 3 inches.
Then it was like, woo! That loads off. You know,
Is
I would
that a
complain
really
about
small can of stuff that you've got there, Bob?
This,
Is it
yes.
smaller than a pop can?
Yes, it is. This is a strawberry.
Okay,
It's
because
good
it makes
for
your
me.
hands look gigantic.
It's only 8 ounces, but I did think ahead. Have a second one.
You
But it
two
falls out
chat
real
amongst
quick.
yourselves while I get some more water.
Okay.
You can fill mine too.
I was.
Oh no. There's already iOS 7.0.2 available for my iPhone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
What
just
kind
got
of
a
crazy
pop-up.
talk is this?
Close. Ugh. I've got a message on my iPhone telling me to update my software now. I can't close it.
But yes, I was telling DJ that I did eat a healthy dinner today.
Did
I
you?
had because garlic is good for you, and I put garlic on my pizza. So, and it also had pineapple on it, so that's fruit root.
Oh, very healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? And I'm following it up with the adult smoothie.
Yeah. I bet
like
it has some sort of percentage of strawberry juice concentrate in it somewhere.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any cold water when you get up here because I'm not going to change it till we get done with the show.
Oh no. Now, I do, however, don't have downstairs. Hello, Snake.
Is this a snake on my head, or are you just happy to see me? Wait, what? We bought this snake for the cat to play with. The cat doesn't play with it.
Well, yeah, because it's a big fucking snake.
It's got a funny tonguey thing here.
Oh.
Yeah, she does like to try to pull that out of his mouth.
Head banging snake.
Yeah,
I actually forgot. What I have downstairs, I started up the coffee pot with no coffee in it, so that I would just put water down here, really hot, and then I can make tea with it.
Mhm.
I forgot about it, so it's still chilling there like this, waiting to be drank, and nobody's drinking it. I decided that I like tea again. I go through phases with things. And
I've never liked tea.
it's a very good letter to drink.
I don't know.
There's worse letters to drink.
You
Like
could
pee?
you could drink pee.
And that would be worse, I think.
Yeah, it would be.
R. You can't drink R.
No, but you can watch a movie that's rated R.
You could. But not now. Right now, everybody should be watching the greatest show online.
Yes, and nobody is. Fuck those
Yeah.
people that aren't watching us.
Okay, everyone who's not watching, start watching now.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Hey, Bob.
Yes.
Remember that thing that happened that made me real sad?
Yeah.
And you know that I'm going to send you a Hunt for Red October?
Ooh. I forgot about that. That's cool.
At the place where the sad thing happened, I acquired another DVD of Hunt for Red October.
Wait, you what?
Lucky
I have a second copy.
Ah.
And the other copy said special edition across the top, and I thought, oh, that's better than mine, the one that I'm going to send to Bob. Well, you know what? Bob says special edition too.
Yay!
I tore off your address so nobody could see it.
Okay, cool.
See? Nobody can see it. It's going too fast.
Oh no, nobody can see that it says Bob at. Ah, you almost tricked me. So there is something I was thinking. Oh, this weekend. Not this weekend. This weekend we are playing Numenera for the first time. That's kind of cool.
Yes. Hey, we got a question from a viewer.
A viewer? Hi, viewer.
Yes, it's
What
Bavaria Mark. Okay, Bavaria Mark asks, where are you from? Bob, where are you from?
I am currently in Warsaw, Indiana. That's the very, very top of Indiana.
The very, very top?
Yeah, well, not the very top, but right in the center of the state, towards the top-ish.
So you're not like the gooey center cream filling.
Weekends.
And I'm in North Dakota, as is my wife, who's doing a 5K down on the screen there somewhere. Yeah. Okay, that was that question. Bavaria Mark.
Bavaria?
Bavaria. That's what the name was. I don't know.
I had so much to say. I had like a list of things to say.
Numenera.
Numenera. Yes, I'm playing Numenera tomorrow, which makes me happy. And then the following weekend, we are going to Halloween camping. That's like two of my favorite stuff.
Is that an event, or is that just what you call that weekend of camping?
No, it is actually Halloween camping. It's a everybody decorates their campsites. There's trick-or-treating there. They've got the haunted hayride, and it stops. You go through this haunted barn thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, not the camping part, but everything else.
But there's candy.
Well, if it's chocolate, I guess.
Well, if Bob has anything to do with it, it's M&M's.
Well, see, I totally dig the camping thing. I'm like survivalist-ishy.
I think I would only enjoy camping for the, I guess for the challenge of figuring out how to power all of my electronics while in the wild.
They have these little solar things now that plug into your device in this.
I have one.
Ah, nice. They
And
also
then
have.
DJ and I. Oh,
They've
DJ
got
and I both
backpacks
have
that have a
cases.
built-in solar. Huh?
DJ and I both have cases for our phone that are extra batteries.
It's true.
Cool. Somewhere somebody was talking about this thing where it's like it's clothing, like a shirt or something, that as you walk it creates an electric charge, and that charges your devices. You have a little cord thing plugged into it. That's like crazy dash genius, with an emphasis on crazy.
Bavaria Mark says that our English sounds really clean like British, so that's why he asked. But none of us have an accent at all.
I don't think that anybody ever has an accent. Well, to themselves, right? Isn't that how it works? Like
That's
everybody
right.
else
Yes.
has an accent.
Yeah, it's pretty true. Man,
These things are awesome.
there we go. Hey, the thing finally posted on Facebook. Let's go ahead and share that link. Oh, this message could be posted on my wall, my ass. You know what? I need to stay away from Facebook. It's just aggravating me.
What do you have posted on your ass?
About to be your face.
Oh, you're gonna show him the tattoo you got?
I don't have a tattoo.
I want a tattoo of Bob's face. Where you want?
Right on my ass.
That's not right.
You're the one that brought it up.
Could be worse. I could be like, you know what? No. If he's gonna get a tattoo of my face on his ass, you put a tattoo of his ass right here on my. and that would be worse.
I almost sprayed my monitor.
Which would have been hilarious.
Hmm.
I mean, it would have sucked. Would have been hilarious.
Okay, I want to do this idea so bad. It's just awesome. Okay, doing it with you would be great. Okay, so here's what we do. You and I are being filmed sitting at a table, and there's like music playing over the top, and we're having like a conversation. You can't hear each drinking something. I'm looking at you, but behind you, I see these two young, voluptuous hotties.
They're behind me?
Yeah. And I'm taking a drink. Here, let me get my fake glass. I'm taking a drink. One of them reaches down and gets like to pull up her bikini top, because that's what they're wearing is bikini tops.
Mm-hmm.
Just as I'm drinking. Just the first one. Now we'll do the whole, she gets her hand under there and starts the motion up, and then we'll cut to me. And what I'll be doing is, and I'll just hose you down. Now, we cut back to the girl, and she's all adjusting it, because like she just put it back on, and the other one does it. And of course, I'm drinking again, and I hose you down for a second time. That's the whole skit.
Unfortunately, I'm just getting hosed, and you're getting boobs.
I would be willing to do it too. We can do multiple takes, and I can take them.
I think that would only truly be believable if we saw real boobs.
Well, YouTube kind of frowns on nudity, so it would have to be an edited version. Plus, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want the missus to be concerned that two young voluptuous hotties are showing me her boobs in person.
Oh yeah, I was
real
just
worried.
joking.
Real worried.
What about your wife, Bob?
She does not watch this show.
Wow.
She says she hears my voice enough, so she stays downstairs watching TV and reading her book.
God, she is smart.
Where's the eject button for the wife? I gotta eject. We lost a viewer. We had two, now we only have one.
I wonder if it's the same one we had.
I don't know. Bavaria Mark, if you're still there, let me know.
That's cool. I like this this viewer recorder guy interaction-y thing.
Oh, yes, because there's a Q&A. I told you about that last week. He can post questions, or they can post questions. Yeah. It works great. Now, I have to select the question, and then it says answering question now. So it's like, I don't know if it's marking the video for them or something.
Ah.
I don't know.
You need a magic 8-ball. That way when somebody asks you a question, you can just shake it and see what it says.
Do you have a magic 8-ball, Bob?
I did, but I left it in storage, and apparently it got cold in there. Did you know that magic 8-balls freeze and blow up? There was blue stuff. I could not figure out what the blue stuff was. It was freaking everywhere. My magic 8-ball. Apparently it ain't so magic.
Nope.
No, there's like a little thing inside there. I always thought it was like, elven wicked wizardry.
Well, if it was blue, it was obviously Smurf blood.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Eh?
Yeah, but it doesn't work no more. I threw it away.
You know, Bob, I was thinking the last 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure we haven't told a single Navy story, and that is not like us on the Greatest Show Online.
It isn't.
Maybe that's because
I don't know.
I'm here.
I'm sorry, she's breaking up. We're going through a tunnel.
Sorry to leave you out. Let's hear your Navy story.
Yeah, hear your Navy story. Let's go.
My Navy story. Once upon a time, my husband was in the Navy, and it really screwed up the first 10 years of our lives. The end.
Wait, how did the Navy screw up the first 10 years of our lives?
Your life together, or?
No, after he got out of it, then we had to get him out of the National Guard, and then we had to pay off all of his debt, Then we had to get rid of his crappy cars. Then we had to get rid of his ex-wife.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. We're going through a tunnel, I think.
Uh-huh.
That story kind of sucks.
Yeah, her story is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Let's-
because it's the truth.
You remember that slug that we had, Bob?
The what?
The slug?
Slug? Oh yeah, yeah. Our apartment had lots of slugs. It took a while to find them because at first it was just these little slime trails across the carpet, and we had no idea what the hell it was.
On the carpet?
Yep. It was like the carpet. If you look at the carpet really closely, it has all those like carpetness,
Fibers?
and it was the slime just went across the top of the carpetness.
Weird.
Now, I saw online that somebody took salt and made a little maze in front of the door and said if the slug can get through this, he deserves to be inside. And I thought, that's what we should have done.
Yeah. Yeah, there was lots of. I liked that place. That place. One thing that I liked about that place is the bathroom area had like wooden walls, and we would take throwing knives and throwing stars, and we would throw them at the walls there, and it was okay because you couldn't tell that there was holes there because it was all woody-ishy. I don't even know if that's a word, but we did it. Remember that shit?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Allen. I threw knives and throwing stars at a wood paneling wall.
It was like the one
Wait,
side
do you
was
think-
like
Do you think
wood.
that do you think that I feel you're smart and you wouldn't do that? Because you're totally wrong.
I think it was wood with like a real thin like an indoor-outdoor carpet on it.
It's really strange.
Yeah,
So it was like the inside of a van. Carpeted walls.
down by the river. And I had my Natural Born Killers poster hanging up there.
Yeah, you did.
There was a shop in town that sold a whole bunch of cheap things, like, cheap knives and cheap throwing stuff, and it was just, a stuff store. So I bought a whole bunch of throwing knives and stars and things, and no good can come from this.
Do you remember Okay, well, I liked that neighborhood because across the street from us was the drug dealer who was constantly being visited by the DEA, and I knew they were the DEA because not only did their jackets have big bold yellow letters that said DEA, but their cars also had big bold letters that said DEA.
That's a hell of a clue.
Yeah, and then, let's see, as we're staring at the street, to the left, there was a child molester. The house beside the child molester was a drug dealer, another drug dealer, not the guy from across the street. To our right was something bad. Something bad was right beside us on the right. And then there was a whorehouse and a crack house and another whorehouse all in that street. And then there was the mini mart. You remember that, Bob?
We had
That
a working
definitely
fridge.
sounds a lot worse than my parents' neighborhood.
Well, we weren't, aside from the DEA visited guy, we were the only white people in the neighborhood. And I remember that Ivy wanted to send a message to everybody to leave us alone, so he hung that Confederate flag and the pirate flag out front.
I remember the flags. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you remember the fact that we were having our garbage dumped across the yard on a daily basis?
Yeah, we don't want to tell that story with the other co-host here.
Ah.
Why?
It sucked. We had to pick it up every day. Next story.
It's not, you won't be very happy with it. It was a decision made that we're not proud of, but it needed to be done.
No, DJ, you did something that I'd be disappointed in.
It didn't die.
Oh, it involved an animal. I do hate you both.
I told you, you're not telling that story.
No. It only hurt it. It didn't kill it. And it stayed out of our garbage from that day on.
Yeah, I did.
So it learned its lesson. In fact, children should have that same lesson. That way.
Well, now I'll talk about it. Tell me the story, but insert child for animal.
Okay. This neighbor kid down the street kept coming into our yard, digging through our garbage and running it all over the yard, okay? This kid was terrible.
Terrible.
This kid barked all night long and was just peeing and crapping everywhere. So we put a bunch of we had steaks one night, like all four of us ate steaks apiece. And we cut off all the meats and all the fatty stuff so that there was extra steak on the edge. We put it on top of the garbage can all by itself. We took one end of an already frayed extension cord, and we frayed the hell out of it already, and then we stripped the wires down, and then we put it around the garbage can, just not connected, just barely. We plugged it in the other end, and we waited. Well, nothing happened for, I want to say,
playing a Star Wars card game and drinking Jack and Cokes.
And we were the only ones home because Ivy and April left. They're like, we're done waiting. We're just gonna go. And like, fine. Well, and we're playing the game, and all of a sudden, the lights dim. We were like, oh my god! And then we hear the kid running down the street screaming, and we never saw the kid again.
Cool.
See, wasn't that a better story told with child abuse instead?
That was way better. That made me laugh.
You know, we need to start telling stories and inserting other things in there.
Ooh, yeah.
Like the time, and I told this story already, but I'm going to change it now because now we're going to add other things in it. Like the time, you should have figured out where the party was, and we had to follow the Domino's guy to the 4-story house. And hanging out of the 4th-story window was the Grizzly Bear.
With a fedora.
With the fedora, yes.
Yeah.
He was a helicopter pilot, and he was a bear.
Their cat up there?
Yeah, she's having a great time.
Now, I don't know. When it comes to the Navy stories, the one that I would have to, the one that I share most often with people is directly involves you. No, not you. You. And that would be when we first met.
Uh-oh.
And I'm standing there at quarters, and I'm standing there, and you were all down, and I'm thinking, this guy's looking at me. And I don't know why he was looking at me, but I knew he was looking at me. So as soon as they dismissed us, I take off towards my room in a straight line, really fast. And you caught up to me. Hey, are you the guy who thinks he's a werewolf? No. No, I don't. Oh, well, you want to play werewolf? Alright. That was pretty cool. And it's weird because it was like earlier that day or a couple days before that, there was another guy, this big black dude. Banks was his name.
Oh, yes, Banks was fucking gigantic.
And he looks at my name tag and goes, Miotto, huh? And I'm thinking, oh, fuck. Nobody pronounces my name right. You know, when they look at it and shit, they're like, yeah? He goes, you're the motherfucker who thinks he's a vampire? And I'm like, no. Where did you hear that from? Well, my roommate in Homeport, which was only my roommate for like, I don't know, a week, maybe 2, told everybody that I thought I was a vampire because I stayed out late, I wore black, I just... At no point was I drinking any body, and for some reason he decided that I was a vampire because I wore black.
Now, you drank plenty of blood when we were roommates. I mean...
Well, accidentally, that doesn't count.
No, no.
Huh?
Oh! Remember the fake teeth I had?
Yes.
All right, well,
I never got mine.
Yeah, I stepped on them and broke them. So, long before that, you and I went to the mall in Biloxi, and you had to go in to get
Yeah,
something
one of them
fixed.
shiny too.
What? You had to go into the mall to get something fixed. Well, I brought the teeth with me, and while I was waiting out in the hallway for you, these two girls came up and they were laughing at whatever you were doing in the store. So I popped the teeth in real quick and I laughed, and they saw the teeth in my mouth. The eyes bulged, they turned and moved like oh my god! And then there was a bear.
There was a bear.
I gotta find a bear picture.
A bear with a fedora. I like that idea.
Grizzly Bear Fedora.
You're looking up how to spell fedora, aren't you?
No, I used to own one. Oh shit! Here we go.
What? What happened?
You're about to find out.
Did you find porn?
No,
Oh, I know what happened. I'm gonna try it.
no, it's
No.
this. There we go. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It's Abe Lincoln riding a grizzly bear, holding the Declaration of something. Oh no, maybe that's the Emancipation Proclamation. And a machine gun.
That's incredible. No matter how cool you think you are in life, you will never be that cool.
Nope, never. All right, now back to finding a grizzly bear in a fedora.
I took my wife had bought me a little wooden penguin, and so I took my little Lego sword that was a katana Lego sword, and I taped it to his hand. Naturally, right? So I start looking online for samurai penguins, and I'll be damned if there's not samurai penguins all over the internet. I was like, I thought I was being all creative and shit. Apparently not.
No. No, you weren't. You're so cool. In fact, you're so uncool, we're just going to end the show right here.
Bye.
I wouldn't leave you like that, Bob.
Huh?
I wouldn't leave you like that.
That'd be sad.
I love you, man.
Hey, right back at you, brother. In a very manly way.
Hey, if two dudes want to love each other, that's legal these days in most states. It's true. Well, so this conversation kind of died with the gay talk.
Yeah, that'll kill most conversations.
And and now for something completely different.
Why is the only thing I'm thinking of right now is something not gay, something not gay, something not gay. Just for the record, I am not gay. Just saying.
No, Bob is definitely not gay.
Very much.
Bob knows that I'm also not gay because I was having sex with people in our room right next to him.
Oh man, that was crazy. I was asleep and I actually woke up. And she's like, your roommate's awake. He's like, no, he's not. He's sleepwalking. She's like, no, he's awake. He's sleepwalking. He does it all the time. Just ignore him.
Oh.
Well, I went back to sleep.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I did like that room. That room. I call it a room, but it was a studio apartment, and that's what it was. One big fucking room with a bathroom, and I liked it because it was a big fucking room with a bathroom.
Hey, Edna! It's a big room with a bathroom. Edna doesn't.
I just like that concept. It's like everything was right there.
I didn't like it necessarily because when we got back from that field exercise, we never cleaned again. We just sort of piled everything in the room and just left it.
However, chaos has its own form of order, and we always knew where things were, Yes.
David Pinto says, big claim, greatest show online. You bet your ass, David Pinto. This is the greatest show online,
It
period.
is.
You should
There's
go watch
one
all
that
the
was
episodes.
almost as great as this, but I don't remember what it was.
No, there's never been a show this great.
No, not this great. It was close.
I doubt it. This is the greatest show online. Thank you, David
But
Pinto.
hello, David.
I don't know if that's a different viewer from earlier, or if he just decided to throw a question at us.
Is there a question?
It was big claim. They can write anything they want. It just says question. They can tell me I am a homophobic bear fedora wearing helicopter. They can say anything they want. Whoa! You guys want to engage deeply, or is this kitchen sink and bathroom drama?
Say that again?
All right. David Pinto says, you guys want to engage deeply, question mark, or is this kitchen sink or bathroom drama, question mark? This is hilarity compacted into about an hour's worth of time, Mr. Pinto. Are we at the height of our...
If David wants to discuss something, I'm sure that, if the topic is cool enough, we can discuss stuff.
Yeah, we can discuss stuff, Mr. Pinto. And David said I have laughed at your response. That's good, David, because we try to...
We did that on purpose.
Yeah, we bring the laugh. Trisha doesn't, but we do. The two penises do. And she's funny for not answering or trying to. I think she's going through a tunnel.
Yeah. I was actually going to hang up.
Oh, why?
Because this doesn't involve me.
Oh.
Just sitting and telling Navy stories doesn't involve me, so I can go.
Because you were never in the Navy, right? Ever been on a boat? That counts.
The what?
I asked if she's ever been on a boat. That counts. That's almost Navy.
She was on a boat once.
She vanished.
Yes. That was like magic.
Yeah. I downloaded Cartoon Network to my Nook, so now I can watch like live Cartoon Network.
You have to validate that you have a cable subscription, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to validate anything.
Fuck validation.
Because I don't have a cable subscription, mainly.
Oh, that's a very good reason.
Yes.
I mean, technically, you could probably get somebody else's code, but that would be wrong.
It would be. It would be wrong if I was to ask you if you had HBO, Bob.
I don't. In fact, have HBO.
Damn you.
I actually think that providing false information on a cable question is one of the commandments. It's strictly forbidden. Thou shalt not do that stuff. Thou shalt not practice shenanigans. Right there.
David Pinto says, apparently, pity you can't see me laugh or get audio feedback in a nice way. I would have asked her a question. Well, I mean, I could invite you to the hangout, but then that would, I don't know, that would seem awkward.
We can pass the question on.
Yeah, we can pass the question on. I mean, she's literally downstairs. That's where she's at, there, David. So,
at his house, not mine.
Yeah, at my house.
I'm in
and that's not innuendo for anything. I mean, there's a table here. She's not downstairs. She's literally downstairs.
She's down under.
See, there's your accent, laddie.
Oh my gosh, I did it. There's one. You know, unfortunately, we were at a party one time, and this dude had this big rock, and he threw it. So I said the Braveheart quote. I look at it, I go, "You dropped your rock." And then, like, from that point on, we were all speaking in very bad accents for the rest of the night. That was cool.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing, man? What happened?
You froze for a second.
I did?
Yes.
Oh.
Strawberries are full of fiber.
Yes.
Fiber up. It's not real strawberries. It's a strawberita.
Yes, it is a
Balls
strawberry.
are-
Yeah, Miss David Pinto sent us another one. Ah, okay, I thought she left in a way which was annoyed. Yes, she was annoyed. She was annoyed that Bob and I were telling Navy stories. She has been with me for 15 years, and I have told Navy stories for 15 years, some of them multiple times, so she's highly annoyed at that. So, she's not annoyed at you, she's annoyed at me, really.
Yes. David, you ask anything you want to ask. And
We'll answer it. And one of us might not be wearing pants when we answer it.
Or we might very roundabout avoid the question.
It's possible. You know what, David? You know what would do us a lot of good here? Is if you invited everyone you knew to be a viewer live.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Because we've only got about 20 minutes to a half hour before I decide the show's over.
Wasn't the show over last week, too?
Well, it was. That says United States Senate, David. Yes.
He was there, man. He was there when the shit hit the fan at the Senate.
Isn't that normal business?
Huh? Yeah, right. You know why the shit hit the fan? Because they employ monkeys.
They are monkeys, Bob.
Oh, bunch of monkeys.
Monkeys.
What a great word. Monkey. Bob dammit, what was that?
We've got a second viewer.
You say things like Bob dammit and Bob bless you if somebody sneezes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
My phone just went...
You never close your eyes anymore when I talk to you on Google Hangouts.
My phone is fucked a bunch. Just saying.
It's what?
Fucked a bunch? It's like regular fucked, but a lot of it.
A lot of fucked. Got it.
Fucked a bunch.
We have two viewers, by the way. I don't know if David has invited a friend and that friend has joined us, but we have a second viewer.
Hello, second viewer. I'm that cool Bob guy. He's not.
Do I have a business plan? Oh.
A what?
All right, this is what David said. I know I'm reading this on there. It's not very private. I would if the show was something that worked, i.e. potential of money flow. Do you have a business plan? Yes, we continue doing this until people give us money.
Ooh, I didn't know there was money involved.
There could be.
I thought we were doing this.
I would actively like sponsors. I mean,
That'd be great.
If curbing the swearing would bring in sponsors, I would do that. But I've been given
really good at swearing.
That would work. What?
I'm really good at swearing.
You are really good at swearing.
I've been practicing.
Show me your skills.
No, fuck. I can't think of anything right now.
Oh, okay.
Kitty? Did you lose something?
The kitty meowed at me, and I'm trying to pet her, and she keeps backing off.
That's crazy talk.
You know what's crazy talk? That's crazy talk. You know, I haven't written down a damn thing, so we might not have a show title this week. We need to say something that would be a great show title.
There was a few that were... Isn't that bad luck?
Only if I move closer to the camera.
Bad luck being ear-fucked by a black cat?
Oh, that's something else I should... Well, I'll say that for the post-show. I discovered something that we don't really need to have all these graphic sexual show titles anymore. Sponsors, think logarithmic. So would you start with $10 sponsorship? David Pinto, if you wanted to send us $10, I would take it, and I would sponsor the hell out of whatever it is you want me to sponsor.
What kind of business do you have, David?
Yes, tell us what type of business you have, David. I would love to sponsor it. Logarithmic. Is that like a musical instrument?
What is it?
Logarithmic? Bob, can you pull out your logarithmic and play it?
Not in public. You can go blind from that.
No, you're thinking of the hairy palms, and that's playing with something other than your logarithmic.
Okay. Is that next to my spleen, then?
It could be. And the show's dead.
Tisn't. It's the greatest show online. Jackass.
It is the greatest show online. You know, if I could use multiple titles for a show, so for instance, if right now we could be the greatest show, the greatest live show online, that would be cool. But then I wouldn't want to call us that all the way through and then release the podcast that I'd have to take live out.
Right. And sometimes we're not live.
Do we want to invite David Pinto onto the Hangout?
We can do that. If you wanna.
All right, let me give it a shot here, David.
I mean, this show I don't think has ever had a David on it before. David, you will be the first David on the show.
That picture matches him, so let's give her a shot. Don't be crazy on us, David.
This will be interesting.
Ah!
What happened? What?
Google happened.
Damn it, Google!
I know.
Don't make me shake my finger at you.
David, I really did just try to invite you. Here's the problem. We tried to use our lower thirds, which we normally have. Didn't work. I just tried to invite you into the podcast, and it didn't work. It told me, oops, try again. Well, it never works that way. So
I've tried a few times now, and every time it says that there's an error loading the app.
Yeah, it's because it sucks.
It does say that Lime Flavored invited people into the video call. So he invited. I'm not sure what you got on your side, David, but he invited.
Well, he said we may have to circle each other. No, that doesn't work because we attempted to do this with Bob at one point, too. Bob accidentally dropped out of a show a while back. Was it? It was episode 14. Bob dropped out, and I couldn't re-invite him. But we can try. I mean, I can circle you. Let's circle David. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you look like a business person. Sweet.
This is a good show right here.
You know it is. It's the greatest show online, Bob.
It is. So, would he count as a special guest?
Well, I suppose so.
If we recognize him and like everybody knows him, then it could be like a celebrity guest. If enough people know him.
Well, that would require, everybody to know him. I don't know how famous he is.
Invited to.
I
I noticed we have a severe David deficiency.
I just circled you, David. You can circle me back, but I don't think it's going to work because, like I said, I couldn't invite Bob 2 episodes ago. I don't know what the hell's going on with Hangouts lately.
Now, one thing that I noticed is that a lot of times you have to, there's another window there hidden behind this window, which is always on top. It says you have to check the box to join. It's like an Easter egg, except nothing like an egg at all. It's not an Easter egg. It's kind of hidden behind the window.
Well, see, but I don't know. God, you suck, Google.
I've never sucked at Google.
You might have. Bob, have you ever Googled yourself?
I don't think so. And not only is it taste good, and it's strawberry, so it falls on a fruit group, but it even has the red top.
Good tangent there, Bob, to get us away from the uncomfortable whether or not you Googled yourself.
Everybody was supposed to forget about that. Well, I mentioned it at the top.
That's why I was here to remind them, Bob.
Thanks. Did I mention it has a red top?
David seems to think that everybody needs to be circled. Would you like to circle David Pinto?
I don't know if I know how. How do you do that?
We're real technical here, David. Sorry.
There will be some circling motherfuckers. Everybody circle all. So if I was a circle maker, where would I be?
I don't know how to help you, Bob. I really don't.
What's this button? Oh no! Where did you go?
I'm right here. I never left.
The little line at the bottom moving. Hey, that Nelson is on there. Yeah, I lost your window. There you are.
I'm right here, Bob.
Oh no! What does all this do? See, I got all these windows up. Windows are at my nephew's football game at halftime. It was 34-6. Just thought that everybody out there should know what the. Why am I on Facebook? How the hell do I get back to the Google page?
Yeah, get back to the Google page.
Ha! There's DJ.
Huh? Yay!
Found you. Now I'll hide and you find me.
No. Oh, it won't let me invite you, David. I would really
Sorry,
like,
David.
but it won't. I've tried. Keeps telling me, "Oops, try again." I've tried again.
I think that Google has issues today.
Yeah, I'll say.
Like mega issues.
Like, fuck him in the ass.
It's like really it's big issues, but bigger.
Yeah, it's like it's if you went to McIssues and you ordered a Big Mick with supersized fries.
With extra issue sauce on the side.
Right.
Yeah.
And cheese.
You gotta have the cheese.
We went to Ruby Tuesday, which is why I wasn't sure if we were going to be on time, but we were. And I got a bacon cheddar pretzel burger, which had bacon mustard mayo on it, and that's one item, bacon mustard mayo.
Wow. It's all one word too, then, right?
Good. So good.
Dude, if you put garlic sauce on that, that would have made it so good.
That would have been too much sauce. That bacon mustard mayo was perfect. And it was on pretzel bread. I really love the pretzel bread. But I am skinny, so I should not eat too much pretzel bread.
You what?
I'm skinny.
Oh. I was skinny once.
I lost 74 pounds since March.
I lost like 100-something pounds one time. I sent her ass back to Mississippi where I found her.
Funny, I had that same problem. Oh, except I didn't marry that one. We all make horrible mistakes, Bob.
Yeah.
And some of us make them.
But on the positive side, I got another.
I literally said the words. These were. I'll try to quote this as verbatim as possible. But I sat her ass down and I said, "It is literally cheaper to send you home this month with a $400 plane ticket than it is to keep you here one more month."
Wow.
A little bit of a shock. I don't know who she was talking to when I came in either, but she was talking to somebody, and I picked up the phone and I said, "She'll call you back."
I'm willing to bet it was long distance, whoever it was.
I don't doubt it.
Probably me when I was in Japan or something.
3 days later, she was gone. Yeah, I know you didn't get an invitation, David. Sorry. We tried. Is there something wrong with Google? Normally, it doesn't give us that many problems.
Google is fuck the bunch.
That's like fucked a little, but a lot, right?
It's like if you had an apple. Bunch. Same thing.
Yes.
Ignore that. Did I mention how good these were?
Yes, you've mentioned it several times, actually.
That means it's severally good.
I bet.
So it's getting towards the end of all the seasons as far as, like, we're not going to be getting in the pool anymore this year.
That's good, because I thought you meant the apocalypse was upon us, because that really worried me for a second.
I hope not.
Of all the seasons.
Yeah, I really hope the apocalypse doesn't hit us, because there's like this new TV show, and I don't want. It's that that Shield one.
Oh, it's my new favorite show.
Yeah, well, that would be a lousy time to end the world. So, just in case anyone out there is listening, God, if you're there, man, don't kill us all. We want to see the rest of the season.
I don't like Metallica because they're jackasses. Like, the people are. I'm not commenting on the music, but okay. So Metallica's got a movie coming out, right? Or it's out.
Okay.
And one of the previews before it came out started like this, and it made me giggle, even though it's Metallica. If you live for Metallica, don't die before this weekend. And then it went in to talk about the movie.
That's pretty clever.
It was, and it like I said, it actually made me giggle. I mean, I was barely paying attention. It caught my attention. It made me laugh. And
There's
I was
like motherfuckers out there who are like in car accidents, and they're like holding on to life just so they can go see this.
See the movie,
Really?
yeah.
Somehow they're like, that's going to show up in a science magazine years from now, how this particular month, like, seriously, nobody on the planet died. Or not.
No.
Yeah, I like Metallica.
What?
I actually like Metallica. I like their older stuff. I like their not so older stuff. I even like some stuff from the Saint Anger album.
Since they did the whole Napster thing, I've been kind of anti-Metallica.
Oh yeah, I lost a lot of respect for them, but I still like the tunage.
I lost all the respect. And the other main catalyst of the Napster thing, I also lost a lot of respect for. Not that I had a lot to begin with, but Dr. Dre. So I've been on a boycott of Dr. Dre since forever, and on a boycott of Metallica since Napster.
Is he a real doctor? You think?
As much as Dr. Pepper is.
The doctor. Dr. Seuss.
Ooh,
I
David
think
is.
Dr. Seuss is a real doctor, isn't he? Does he have like a doctorate in like fucking rhyme or something?
I think you're thinking of Dr. Dre. David would like to join us next time. I think that would be okay. Yeah, we could. What we do? I don't know what time zone you're in, David, but I'm in the Central Time Zone, and right now it is 8:16. And we normally start about 7 p.m. Central Time on Fridays, and we run for about an hour-ish. Like right now, we're a little over.
I love that.
So we'll invite you, and if you join, you join. If not, that's fine.
We start at 8 my time, and we end at 9 my time. It's currently 9:17.
Take off the funny hat with the buckle, Pilgrim.
Because pilgrims wear funny hats.
Normally, David, the show is more interactive than it currently is, because he said it should be more interactive. But, well, I got the question and answer box, which I have been every time you pop a question in, I answer it. I don't know where that's at, so I mean, I literally am just answering questions that are just popping in. And we also answer Facebook comments when Facebook works, because Facebook's not working right now either.
I don't know what's up with that. I know what my nephew's score was in football, but
I think that Facebook is being a little bit of the ex-wife.
It fucked a bunch.
Yep. Double. Double fucked a bunch. The fucked up bunch. The fucked up bunch. That's why.
David, you're dancing too, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I should keep singing if we're gonna keep dancing. Bop 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 Miotto. Bop 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 Miotto. Bop Miotto. It's the only Bob Miotto song I've come up with so far.
My name is oh dude, I had a friend who came up with a whole bunch of different Bob-like songs. He had one that went with the Macarena type song. I don't remember how it went, but it had like it was very Bobbishness-y.
Bubble 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 Bob Miotto. Bubble 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 Bob Miotto. Bubble 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 Bob Miotto. Bob Miotto. Oi!
Once knew a man and his name was Bob Miotto. I mean, he had like this huge thing going on that like, but there were like I don't know how many songs he had that he would sing. It's like I was the only guy in the place that had his own theme song, and this fat motherfucker would follow me around singing it. So that's pretty cool because nobody else had that.
Hey Bob, you remember what our tag team name was?
No, I don't. Oh, and the other guy.
Bob and the other guy. I was going to be very disappointed in you there for a second.
That's pretty brilliant.
But I wasn't.
You have a moving shadow behind you, or that might be a cat, or it might be a cat shadow.
She is pretty antsy. You coming up here, Kiki? No? Okay.
It's fucking black.
What?
Black cat.
We only have black animals. Did you know that?
I did not know.
Our original 2 cats. Solid black tuxedo, black and white. Then we got a black Pomeranian. Then we got a black guinea pig. Now we have another black cat.
Now, is that a coincidence? Like an insane fucking coincidence? Or did you guys find that?
Well, this particular cat is a coincidence, but the other ones, we choose black animals on purpose because nobody likes black animals. They're the last ones to get adopted normally.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder why.
People are superstitious.
The only cats that I've ever had in my life were black. Well, was black. It was a black cat. Chaos.
And confusion? Wait, what was mine?
The Chaos Confusion were the 2 cats. Han and KO.
Well, you wanted to name it Chaos and something else, and I didn't like the other thing.
It was Chaos Confusion. You didn't like confusion, and you changed it to something gay.
Fear. The cat's name was Fear.
Fear.
And it was a Frady cat, too. It worked out.
Did that fucking thing always look terrified while it was flying through the room?
Oh.
I don't know what it is about cats, but for some reason, those fucking things would... Either one of us. It would wait, because like we said, it was one big room, and both of us had a bed in this large room. And I would hear you yelling, "Get the fuck off of me!" And I'd hear the cat hit something. And next thing you know, it'd jump up on me, and it would start scratching at me. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these cats? They would just go back and forth, just scratching, just doing that thing where they're like, ow. Like, very ow. So I would throw it off of me. And then I'd hear... Then that's... I don't know how we got any sleep.
I was up having sex a lot, so I didn't get much sleep at anything.
I'm a geek. Geeks don't have sex.
Hey, I remember driving you somewhere to have sex, sir.
All right.
Let me tell that story, and then we should probably go.
We're
going to change the
name to protect the innocent.
Yeah, we're going to change the name to protect the innocent. So, David sent us something else, but I'll read it in a second. Okay, so you and let's just call her Marie. Marie the wife of Jim. Jim, who you were really good friends with.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I am sleeping nice and pretty in my bed, and all of a sudden I get shook awake by Bob. We need to go. What do you mean we need to go? Where are we gonna go? Gotta go to Marie's. Let me put some pants on. Because I was the only one in the house with the car. So I drive you over to Marie's.
A Trans Am.
Yes, 2. Actually, I ended up having 2. Both of them, if I was smart, I would have just kept the first one and just left the second one, because the second one was a piece of shit. Anyway. Get to Marie's. She seems confused that I'm there, but I'm like, I'm just tired. I need to lay down on your couch. She's like, great.
Ignore me.
So I actually take a nap on the couch. I don't know how long I was there, but all I remember is being shook awake a second time going, DJ, we're going to get out of here. Okay, whatever. So we climb in the car and drive home.
There we go.
I
forgot about that.
Now, I don't remember why I did not piece this together at the time, but it took me several days to figure out what exactly happened. Mainly when Jim started asking me questions about where I was the other night. I'm like, I was sleeping. You didn't come over to my house? I don't think so.
It was someone's couch. I don't know. You got a couch at your house? It might have been.
Yeah, that was where your phrase, yeah, I've had plenty of wives. None of them mine. Started. At least that's when I started hearing it. Okay, the first thing that David said is that black animals will be the first to sell in Japan because black is good, positive, lucky. Someone is making money out of differential between Western and Japanese, don't you think? Sure. We were in Japan. Yeah, you were in Japan. I was in Japan twice, and you were only there once.
I was there once. I was in Okinawa for a total of a month, and then Yokosuka for 6 months. So it was 2 weeks, 6 months, 2 weeks.
And I hate to stereotype, but I was the tallest motherfucker in the country.
Except for Banks. Banks is a big motherfucker.
Okay, second tallest guy in the country. Because when I can walk into a crowd at 6 feet tall and I can see everyone's head and clearly see around the room, that's too short for these people.
There was a lot of there. I actually was surprised by how many tall Japanese there were. There were like we went to the
did you go to a basketball game or something? Because I didn't see any tall Japanese.
We were going to a skate park like a couple times a week. We were going to a skate park. It was awesome. It was just a couple miles off the base, and these kids had like these massive, humongous surfboard-sized skateboards, and they were like huge. It's like, you motherfuckers are huge, but you don't say that because they wouldn't understand you anyways.
You know what made me mad? I wanted to have sex with a little Japanese girl, and little just because that's how big they were. I mean, it's not that I was looking for a small one intentionally. But they were all after the black guys, and I am obviously white as the driven snow, a polar bear in a blizzard, or white as in...
with the fedora.
I wore a fedora a lot back then. Yeah, but they were always into black guys. There was a guy... I don't understand why I keep thinking his name was Saturn, but that's all I can think of him as Saturn. Saturn used to have... It was a revolving door of Japanese girls, and they were never the same girls. And I confirmed this on several occasions because they would ask weird questions, like the directions for things, and none of them had ever seen me before. And of course, all white people look the same, so...
I was wondering about that. It seems like we are the most different of all the ethnical peoples out there. We have like a very distinctive red hair, blonde hair, black hair Well, I'm working with a black guy, and this dude seriously said he came over and he was telling me about something that this other dude was saying. And it's like, dude, I was telling you that like 10 minutes ago. And he actually fucking says, well, you got. Do other people think that we all look alike, or was that just him?
No, that's okay, here's how it works.
So do they all look different to each other? To a Japanese guy, they all look very different then, right? All Japanese guys?
To each other, yes, they all look different.
That's amazing.
And I'm not saying that I think all Japanese people look the same, which is why I differentiated, which I could tell you that I know the difference. It's just like I know all black people don't look the same because we've hung around enough of them to where it's not that I'm looking for specific differences, it's that people look different. Like, for instance, do you remember the SH1 that hung out with us all the time? Well, not hung out with us, but he was my boss for a while. What was his name?
Joe?
No, it ended up... I'm gonna call him Lake just because I can't remember his name. It started with an L. Lake, he's taken the CB Combat Warfare test. Do you remember Antuna?
Vaguely.
Well,
I remember that there was
Antuna's given him a practice quiz, and Antuna asks him, how big are the 24mm shells? And Lake, without missing a beat, says 36 millimeters. And he was so proud of himself for that answer. If I wasn't standing in the room, I would have burst out laughing. But it just, bam, it was quick. I was like, oh my God. That's like asking somebody what color is George Washington's white horse and him saying brown and being so proud that they came up with the answer.
He was very advanced too. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I don't remember his name. I know it started with an A and it was an A. I started with an L and there was an A in it too, but I can't. Maybe that's good. Maybe it's good that I've completely spaced him out.
Was it Allah? There's
No.
the raghead dude at work is always talking about that guy.
No, see, I want to say it was something like Latticer, but that's not right either. Because that's somebody locally here, and that's not, no.
So on next week's show, we'll talk about time travel.
From yesterday.
with our past selves.
Yes. Bob's going to talk to me from the future.
Yes. Anybody who wants to join our time traveling group, just be at the next meeting. It's last Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Bring cake.
I like cake.
Yeah, Bob does. Okay, Bob. We should probably cut this episode short. Well, not short. We should just stop.
Hour and a half.
Well, thanks for joining me, Bob.
Yeah. Great being here, bro.
Thanks for David Pinto joining us, too, even though he was just a questionnaire individual, and hopefully we can get Google's crap in one sock next time.
David, you rock, man. Get all your friends to watch this show because, you know, for the greatest show online, it ain't that bad.
And just so I know where to cut it off, see you next week, Bob.
Bye-bye.
This is the Lime Flavored Network.